Welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is Derrick Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jameis to throw it. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours, because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Tannehill. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Batson. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
First down carry for Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Henry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. This is caught. It's Brown. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Tannehill. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Tannehill with a little touch pass to his wideout. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Cameron Batson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
On second down, Kamara. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
Here on 4th and inches.
And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Now this worked, so I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even gone to fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, right? Because they did get it.
It worked.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And finally taken down at the 34. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of.
Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your
touchdown, Saints. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defense,
what's going on the defense?
Yeah, it's tough for him because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, defense. Let's get the field, defense. 56 to Mike, boy.
Now Tannehill.
That's caught over the middle by Asiasi.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
2nd and 10.
Here's Tannehill.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again to Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tannehill now to throw. Complete to Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
For this defense, they probably thought they were done with Julio Jones when he was shipped out of Atlanta. You know, they had him twice a year. They'd have faced him when he was in the NFC South, but now he's in Tennessee, and they've got to cover him again here. On third down, Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Cameron Batson now from his end. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie Pete Werner. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. To throw is Winston. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, it's Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw, and a good quick first down as well.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On second down, there's the option going left. Into the secondary, past the 40, as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Excellent job on the keeper, 20 yards and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 12.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique. But they'll have to work on that in practice.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as they'll get this up to about the 42. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now Hill going to use his legs. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now a toss. Kamara left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Saints just continue to roll. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. AP still got it. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On the ground with a tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. So that'll back him up 5. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They set up the screen for Henry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adrian Peterson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll run on first down. It's Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Peterson. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On 1st down, it's Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Dancing to his left. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Hill going to keep it on the option. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. loose. And that might be Titan football. It is. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense. I thought he may go the distance to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them. And it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
Tannehill's throw here, complete to Batson. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill going to throw for it, and that's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.